Good evening. I'm J. Lenora Bressler, and welcome to the June 24, 2019 edition of the Bible Delight in the Details. Yes, it is very late. Yes, my hair is a mess. Yes, my mascara has run, and there are circles around my eyes like I'm a raccoon. Yes, I don't look the best. It's the end of a long day, and I'm a bit worse for the wear. But I did not want to go to bed tonight without telling you something that I learned today that I think is absolutely fascinating. It's about a verse that I know you've heard, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. It's a beautiful verse, but I think it's a verse that maybe conjures up a little bit of a misunderstanding. And when I realized that, I thought, wow, that frankly makes a little more sense. It's the beautiful verse that says, "But those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, shall mount up on like the wings of eagles, shall run but not grow weary, shall walk and not grow faint." The possible misunderstanding here is in one of the first words of that verse. But those who wait upon the Lord. You know, when most of us think about wait, we think about a kind of passive activity, just staying dormant and waiting for something to happen. Like, just standing around waiting. And I think that's how most people think of it. I think a lot of times when we've heard this verse taught, it's been about waiting on the Lord is waiting for Him to speak, waiting for Him to guide you, give clear direction. And I think it certainly can mean that. But in some commentary that I read today, it was interesting that the commentator said that, wait has another connotation, as in like being a waiter. Like if you're at a restaurant, a really high level restaurant, your wait staff, waiter or waitress, is got their focus completely on you. Think about it. A good waiter watches you, anticipates your needs. They are focused on you, on every little movement. They are in a relationship with you. For the moments in which they are serving you, they are in a relationship that is the most important relationship to them. You have their attention and you are doing everything focused on them. And the commentator said that, that may be really what the Lord is trying to get to in this verse. Oh, yes, it's important that we look to Him for guidance and all of that. But isn't it interesting that this verse that starts with a word that most of us think is rather passive, waiting, just standing around waiting for something, actually is followed by, when we do that, we're doing all these very active things. We're walking, we're running, we're mounting up on eagle wings. I mean, it's kind of discordant because you have this passive and then this very active kind of activity. But the idea is your focus and your relationship is clearly on the Lord. You are waiting upon Him as like back in the old days with kings and queens, they had courtiers. The courtiers were waiting upon them, right? They were in relationship and focused on them. And I think perhaps that may be a little closer to the actual connotation that the prophet is trying to get across to us. When you are in right relationship with the Lord, when He is your complete focus, then you will be renewed. You will have the stamina to keep going. You will not feel completely defeated or completely exhausted ever. There will be that reservoir of strength because of the focus and because of the relationship. So today, whether you are in a more passive state of listening for God's voice or you're in a more active state, I hope that nonetheless you're waiting on the Lord, meaning you have your complete focus upon him. I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me on the next edition of the Bible Delight in the Details, and in the meantime, have a great night.